This is our day. This is our day. You know what I'm talking about? This is our day. This is our day. This is our day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Street legend. Street legend. Street.
What's up, world? This Johnny Dollar, Crosstown. We on the new podcast starting today, Street Legends.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This Justice, Street Legends. We back in effect, 2022. You know what I mean? We're gonna bring it live and direct for y'all.
What's going on? It's Charles Martin, aka Scarin, with the South Philly's finest. We're not talking about basketball, we're talking about everything. And I'm blessed to be sitting here with my brothers from another mother. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Toddy Branch, aka the General, Crosstown, we Street Legends, all in here today. We're here about to talk about a couple topics today with a couple of my boys and everything from South Philly and all the things we used to go through back in the day in the 80s and everything. So, you know, it's on right here. First topic we're going to talk about is the violence out here in our city and everything all around. North Philly, South Philly, West Philly, you know, all over Germantown. And a good example today, I'm glad my man Charles Martin came by today because me and him been on each other for 40 years. And they go back from North Philly and South Philly. You go down to North Philly and South Philly, play basketball, have a good time, and don't have to worry about nothing. So, you know, and he got a program too. So with the same thing I'm doing up here in North Philly, he's doing in South Philly, him and his South Philly crew. So we just giving back to the hood, neighborhoods, and just represent for everybody, all these legends out here and everything. And today I went actually when I saw him play in the league today, and he brought back a lot of memories, the street legend memories. So,
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? You know.
Pleasure seeing you, man. You came up.
Yeah. Good to see you always, man.
It's always a pleasure, you know.
Family.
Yeah.
We can get some of these guys, you know, but before we get into that, tell them about your program, bro.
Oh yeah, well my Street Legend program, I started it like 2012, 10 years ago. A lot of kids out here wasn't getting the attention that they was getting from their family and all like that and everything. This for single parent moms and everything. So actually we started it at Penrose Playground 2012, and we still going to the day, me and a couple of people that's on my program. And we started with a lot of kids, with single parent kids. A lot of kids didn't even know how to play basketball, how to dribble, pass, and nothing. So them the kids we really deal with the most. We usually get like 50 or 60 kids every summer. And drills, same thing, school, going to school, doing drills with them, talking to them about everything, telling them what our program about and everything. So that's what we're doing up North Philly. So my man right here, Charles Martin, he's doing the same thing down South Philly, but I'm not gonna tell you about his program, doing the same type of stuff with the kids.
So, Josh.
Oh, so yeah, well, you know, like Toddy said, you know, we grew up coming from North Philly. We went down South Philly, and it was all love. You know, we was kids, and you know, scanned from way down South Philly, way almost at the end. We way at the top of North Philly, so that we bridged that gap, and it's been like a 40-year love affair. You know what I mean? Over 40.
40 years.
And you know, we just trying to get it to be like how it was back when we came up, where you could go anywhere, you know what I'm saying, and not have to worry about somebody shooting you or killing you or being mad at you or whatever. You know, you basically was protected in our era. As you can see now, I'm 53, you know what I'm saying, and we still cool to the day. We met each other when we was like 12, 13 years old. So, yeah, that's what we trying to get back right now to the youth.
One of our main focuses, and we trying to bring back the essence of stopping the street violence so the kids can have what we had when we was coming up. That's multiple leagues where you can go anywhere across the city, play, establish relationships, long-lasting relationships, and we just tired of the violence. Mainly in the couple areas behind us. We trying to bring back the essence and the authenticity of just having fun during the summertime, because these kids have nothing to do, nowhere to go during these summer months, as opposed to what we had when we was growing up. When we was growing up, we played in 5, 6 leagues across the city, not just in our neighborhood. A player shouldn't be geographical. A player should be international. You should be able to go wherever you want to go without having a gun. Establishing long-lasting relationships like we have today. The best 2 summer leagues that we ever played in that kept us out of trouble, 16 from Susquehanna and 16 from Wharton. That's North Philly Playground South Philly playground. And because of that, from us younger to the day present moment as we speaking to y'all today,
Yes.
we had unity. And that's what we trying to establish and bring back. It's going to take some time, but all of us is going to put all our blood, sweat, and tears to bring the purity essence of enjoying summer life and before summer life.
Hold on, we're back, y'all. And you know, just wanted to follow up and touch on some points that we all making. You know, like Toddy has Street Legends going on in North Philly. I was associated with the Philly Ballhawks, you know, from South Philly. We all trying to do the same thing, you know, try, you know, when people don't understand, violence always been around. But we always had love. The violence stayed where, and I hate to say where it belonged, that we're trying to eradicate that.
It was lame.
But you know, everybody had their lane. So for me personally, the Philly Ballhawks, God bless Arthur Biles, who just passed away, Eric Cooper, who's a great person, Derek Higgins. We affiliated with the Philly Ballhawks. We branched off. Me and my wife have Phenomenal Children, nonprofit program where we try to help not just through athletics, but also through education. We have jump rope programs. So, you know, we're just trying to make sure that these kids have avenues to go. As we know, we've been around long enough to see to be able to go to every park. They can't do that these days.
Yeah.
So we have to find a way to open it back up, whether it's through politics or, you know, again, just camaraderie, because we have to start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
We have to start somewhere. So, you know,
Definitely,
we want to try our best as we've been doing.
That's all we can do.
Keep it
That's all we
working.
can do.
Yep. But yeah, you know, it's me, Justice, back again, Street Legends. I just want to, before we get into any other topic, I just want to pay big tribute to all our fallen Street Legend soldiers that we lost throughout the years. You know, guys like, you know, Rat Ginyard, Terry Butler, Big Ant Robinson, Nick Kilgore, you know, our coach, lifelong coach, one of the best coaches that I ever had in my life that taught me a lot, Big Frog. And then we got our other fallen brother that was our coach that taught me a lot as well. I met him when I was a very young man, Jazzy Jeff. So, you know, I just want to always keep them in mind, because this is part of Street Legends as well, because they gone, but they never, definitely will ever be forgotten.
Another thing I would like to say is like we lost Jazzy at a crucial part of our program. We was just building real good. Me and him had the kids, we were rolling, and when he passed away, we played in this league, and a lot of the kids, we named the team Jazzy, and we won the championship, and they played so hard for him because they know how he was a hard on coach and everything. So we won the championship and everything. We got a banner made for him and everything. We're gonna always remember everybody, part of Street Legends.
Rest in peace,
Jazzy. Rest in peace, Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? Always. So, you know.
Let me give you a little history on how I met Toddy. I was 13. He was 16. We played in the Project League. If anybody remember them days back in the day, we had the Project League. We played against all the best players that grew up in the housing projects in Philadelphia. And after that game, Toddy came to me himself personally. He said, "Young boy, how old are you?" I said, "I'm 13. He said, "You 13. And it was me and my brother. We was the most effective and dominant on our team from Bloomberg, from 23rd and Oxford. We played Toddy in his playground, Swartz, 10th and Oxford. And we started an alliance from there. And every team that was assembled, I always played with him because I'm loyal. One thing about loyalty, it's in your DNA. You got to be born with it, not sworn with it. We won so many championships. And we used to play against NBA players from our city. We didn't care about your name. You had to bring your game. We was the most undersized team in any league, but we was the most feared. We was 6'3" and under. We played with so much intensity and heart. Our name was called Crosstown Running Rebels because we patterned our game at the UNLV in Arkansas. It's called 40 Minutes of Hell, pressing and running. If you miss or make turnover, we ran and pressed off of everything.
He was always small. He was always small, so we had to play to our ability to press up and make the game faster. And it worked in our way. I really would say it worked in our way in a lot of leagues.
I can tell y'all this, man. He did a run, one of my favorite teams. Toddy, I always tell you this. 25th and Diamond. It bring tears to my eyes.
Me, you, and Dollar. Me, you, Dollar.
Yeah.
Just
all
on that
four of us
team.
played.
We went
Left hand.
Bill, my
Bill.
homie was in North Carolina, right there, helps him out with a lot of stuff.
And listen,
6'3" and under. We went to the championship at 25th and Diamond.
Yep.
Tino Mobley in the league, and
Everybody.
Pooch Snoop Graham in the league,
Everybody.
and
Yep.
Boy from the NBA, Marcus.
Mark,
Big Mark, yeah.
Listen, the four of us right here,
Yeah.
along with some other people,
Yes, sir.
surprised everybody.
We was 5-5.
5-5, one of
Yeah.
my favorite,
5-5.
not just one of my favorite teams,
Yeah.
one of the toughest teams.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what I'm trying to instill on some of our young men. You don't have to be the biggest, you don't have to be the strongest. You gotta work hard,
That will.
you gotta be smart, be willing to listen and adjust. See, because it works in basketball, also works out in the streets.
Parallel. Yes.
You know, so,
Yes.
and you know, it's a lot of things that, you know, I know we're going to touch on later on, and especially, again, I'm blessed. And I
Always
thank you.
welcome to come back, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
you are brother.
Street
You know,
Legends.
That's my brother. We
you-
brothers, man.
This
We're
is-
a basketball fraternity, man. We're a basketball fraternity from day
And
one.
it's brotherhood.
Yes.
Brotherhood.
That's
and
the
listen, the main reason why I played with Toddy, and we all changed our game to fit his style of play, because he knew he learned how to win. We won more than we lost. That's the main reason why I played with him. He didn't care about no scoring. Our teams were simple. We didn't care who scored. Get your ass back on defense. If you ain't play D, Toddy will tell the coach, he'll tell yourself, man, get out the game, sir.
Get him out. Get him out.
He ain't playing no defense. We know we can score, but can we stop somebody? That was our mantra, stopping somebody. Foul shots,
Yeah, right. They're nice.
foul shots,
Nice.
and togetherness win championships. He always let us in scoring. He always been our leader on that basketball court. That's why his nickname is what we call him, the General. Because that's what he perfect and emphasize on any team, no matter who's on the team. Championships, the General.
It's general.
The general.
And also,
Yo, welcome back, Street Legends podcast. You know, we was just talking about a multitude of things today, but I just want to piggyback on what my man Scan was talking about when we was young. But me and Toddy even go back further than that. You know, when we were kids, when we was going to R.W. Brown Boys Club at 9th and 60 Moore Avenue. Unfortunately, it's not there no more, but that's the type of things that we had when we were children. So that's why now, today, that I'm trying to give back for some of the things that was afforded to me when I was young. This is why we give back and do these clinics, do these sports clinics for these kids, these camps, these skills camps. That's what I'm doing now at Kip Middle School, me and Toddy. And I just want to give them some of the things that I was afforded when I was young. So that's what it's basically about with the Street Legend thing.
Basically, we trying to give the kids this knowledge. It's all about school, staying in school, listening to your parents, and all that stuff like that. So next week, me and my man Scan right here, we're gonna bring some kids in from South Philly and North Philly that's in our program. Let y'all see that they can sit around each other and, you know, non-violence, and talk about school and sports and everything. So that's the next thing we're gonna work on right there. Let everybody see that's how we met each other and get along. We like brothers now. So, you know, it's all a big fraternity, man. Get these kids out here, stop all this violence, because they wiping them away. They ain't get a chance to live, man. They ain't get a chance to live. So come through, holler at us. We be here every Saturday and Sunday, 16th and Wings and everything. We got all the food, everything you need. Wings, my man got the Q spot. Come on through, represent. Even if you don't buy nothing, but we got all the Street Legend gear, all the food lined up every time you come through, man. Just stop through. 16th and Oakdale, 1 block before Lehigh. Come up 16th Street. Come up 16th Street right by the post office, 1 block of 16th and Lehigh. We here all the time. All the legends will be coming through. Today I got one of my legends in here now. He watched me play since I was 12. My man Big Scoop right here.
What's up,
So,
Scoop?
you know, Scoop in
Hey.
the house. Big Bravo, even time, baby.
But all these young men become legends, not just in basketball, but in life, because we all learning lessons here. We lost a lot of good people in these last couple of years, and we trying to build this program up so we don't lose no more people, especially our youth.
That's right.
I mean, because the youth is killing the youth.
Definitely.
That's what we trying to stop. I mean, and ain't nobody gonna stop it if we don't start first. We got to get them our hands so they can see what we built. We're still here because we trust each other as friends.
That's right.
I mean, we all from different areas,
That's
but
right.
we all get along
That's right.
because we want to. You gotta want it. It don't care what we want for you. You got to want this. That's why we trying to install it in y'all.
That's right.
We want all the young
Resolution,
kids to
man.
come together from every area. We don't care about you being Puerto Rican, white, black.
right.
We don't want to know where you from. We just want you to come.
It's coming.
So we can all be from the same thing. Because ain't nobody going to push it if we don't push
All
it.
positive.
There you go. Nothing negative. If it's negative, stay in your car.
And even with
That's
that, school, you know, sometimes not like we didn't have disagreements or arguments, but our disagreements or arguments were settled with intervention and love.
I'm going to lay you up.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to lay
not,
you up.
not even that, even off the court.
Uh-huh.
You know, it was conflict between different neighborhoods.
It's supposed to
the
be.
way it's
But
happening
you got to know
now.
how to settle conflict.
And that's where we come in. That's where you came
Conflict don't come in killing.
in. Right,
Yeah.
right. See, and
Because it's more conflict when you kill them.
now we had to get that
This is
across
what the
to them.
youth don't understand. When they kill each other, they not just killing each other, they killing families.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hurt
They
me.
tear families
A lot of
apart.
people are, yeah.
Yes.
You and me might have been best friends, but my son killed your cousin. Now we hate each other when we was best friends forever.
Right.
So no two people should be able to separate a bunch of people. So that's why a bunch of people got to come together and separate that.
And that's why we're here now. Again, thank you to you.
Yeah.
School, Just, Dollar. Going back, just touching on what you said, I met Tally. I was 13 years old from South Philly.
How old are you now?
Ryan, I'm 52 years old.
I'm proud.
And proud. Not one time have we never, excuse the double negative, not been in contact with each other. You know,
Well, he got a long list.
through life, growing up, you know, we had children, work.
Everything, man.
So-
He twofold.
Some of our nieces and nephews, like Toddy's son, was like my son.
That's right. His son's like
And
my
my
son. Little
son,
Chuck, I watched
that's
him
right. Came out and played
watched him
football.
grow.
They came to play
Yeah.
with the
Blackhawks.
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 You know, that was because of you.
Yeah.
You know, and my oldest son is 32, right? I'm sorry, just turned 33, February 16th, and my youngest son is 28, and returned 29. So we were together way before they were born. You know,
Yeah.
and that's
That's
my
time,
sons are, I mean, not saying allowed, but they're trusted. I didn't have a problem with them coming out North Philly. You go and see, oh, Toddy, my son's coming out there
Chuck
now.
always comes to
Dollar,
see.
they coming out. Just, they coming out.
And
So see, that's what we're trying to pass on to
Because
them.
I played for the Blackhawks.
Right.
But Lightfoot was the coach.
So our organizations are trying to tie the kids into what we got into.
What's the name of your organization?
With Phenomenal Children.
Where's
It's
it
a
located?
non-profit. It's run by me and my wife. Our location is from my house right now.
Okay.
It's a spinoff of Philly Ballhawks. You know, Philly Ballhawks is an organization started by Arthur Bowser, who passed away. He had a heart attack a couple months ago. I mean, he poured his all into it. And he got me into it. I did not want to have anything to do with coaching no kids. You know,
I had no art too. The one used to work at Mitchell's and Ness.
Yes, yeah.
He's a
when
good
I-
dude. He
yeah,
went to
he's a
Temple
good
when we used to
dude,
be at
man.
Temple playing.
He's
I'm
passed
like,
away. I
real
didn't
good
want.
dude.
He
Yeah.
told me, you got to get back, Skin. You got to come back. It's guys that helped you through. They need you. That's what they need me for. You know, I got 5 kids. I got to work. And Derek Higgins and Art and Coop, they didn't make me, but it touched me a little bit. You know, I said, so if they had the time, like, I don't have time. And a lot of us don't have time, but we have to make it.
I want to touch on something too. I had started this be my 3rd year. I started this as something like what you were just talking about down Penrose Playground, where it's though like people passing away at rapid. You know, we losing a lot of family, people, brothers, and all like that. So the biggest thing I thought about was rewarding the people that made it safe for me when I was growing up.
Exactly.
So the last 2 years down Penrose, every summer in July, I get the old heads and people that made it safe for me, and I give them little plaques and everything before they pass away. You know, a lot of people wait for people to pass away. Now they can't see how you look.
Right.
You know
They
what I'm
don't know
saying?
how you appreciate
Now
it.
you appreciate them. So the last couple down Penrose, the Dana Clarks, I mean, a lot of people have inspired me in basketball through R.W. Brown, all like that. I'll be rewarded. Every year I get an 8 to 10. Like I got a whole another 8 this year. I just want to let them feel important too, that you meant something to us back in the day.
You know what that
You know what I'm
means?
saying? You meant a lot to us. You might don't think you meant a lot to us,
Mhm.
but you meant a lot from. We learned a lot from y'all. You know what I'm saying? We learned a lot. Then at my stage of like playing and doing everything, I learned my stuff on the street anyway. Like I learned
Right.
everything, how to play on the streets, how to be smart basketball playing on the streets. I didn't have the chance like everybody else had. So I learned everything a different way anyway. But most definitely every year, this will be my 3rd year, giving back to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I
So-
invite the old teams back there, the basketball players that was good in the city, all of them come through and represent and
But
everything.
you know what you're doing probably without even realizing it? If we can get our generations to come see that, then they can get a better understanding of why are they so cool. He's
It's
60,
called
he's
unity.
52.
Unity.
So how can we get that
Bridging the
back?
gaps.
How can we
How
get
you
that
know this
back?
many people? Bridge the gap.
Wherever you go, how you know so many people?
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you
He's
know
60,
somebody.
he 30. Like how y'all cool?
My question is, how can we get that back?
How can we get the unity
Something
back?
like- let me talk right quick.
How do we start?
And we start as like what I just said, we start as like what me and him gonna try this. We gonna start off bringing kids, certain amount of kids together, have little group talks in here on Saturdays with kids from different parts of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they're in school, make sure they're listening to their parents, doing the right thing. We're gonna talk to them about it and see what they say. So we're gonna try to do that, and like Samad said, we're gonna try to do something down the Met.
Toddy, what is it? Street legend, 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 street legend.
Go off that, you asked the question, how do we get back? Two things. First is what we're doing now, and secondly, we have to include these young men, the people that we're trying to reach, because a lot of times that's where the disconnect comes in at. You know, we know what's best for them. We think we know what's best for them, and we do for the most part, but we need to listen to them and see what their needs are. And that's what we've been doing lately. You know, when they tell us they need something, you know, to me, to us, I'm gonna speak for myself, basketball is not just a sport, it's a way of life.
Yes, it is.
And
I
this,
got brothers from here, taught me understanding, I had to listen, taught me discipline, and it taught me to work hard. If I wanted to be better, I had to work hard. So
right.
for us, and for me, basketball, and I was never the best out of any of my people. I could always be on the court because I was a hard worker. And I try to instill that in the kids, no matter what you do. If you want to be good, you want to get better, it's hard work,
Same here.
self-discipline, and sacrifice.
on
And
this,
that's life. That's not just basketball, but we definitely have to include the demographic we're trying to reach. Because I feel sometimes they feel like we're talking at them and not to them. So, but this is a great start.
on this Street Legends podcast today, not just for the youth in our city where we're from, Philadelphia, this for the youth all across
Yes, sir.
America. The message we spread today is coming together, be as one. Stop hurting each other and helping each other. Look at us. We are unified as one under Street Legends umbrella. From this day forward, this will be the message and the point we're trying to stress and put out. But
Everybody.
listen to this. Use your basketball as a fuel of your future. Make that your tool. Because it can take you far in life. Look what basketball gave us in life. One brotherhood.
Yeah.
We argue, we bicker, but we never put hands on one another. The reason why, we love each other unconditionally.
It's easy to walk away and think about it instead of just reacting right there. You know, and again, believe me, I was pissed at you a lot of times, Doc.
Well, before we close down, I want y'all to know that I'm gonna be having a free food thing for the children during the summer recreation game. Wherever y'all have games that I will be bringing the food, free food and stuff like that. Water.
And listen, where this
Keep
podcast
it-
at is Q Hall, Serve 'em All. Let me tell you, you're not gonna like the food. You're gonna love the food.
You see the way he was just eating it right on the joint. I don't even know if he was supposed to do that, but he was eating on the joint. So
16 wings.
that just lets you know how
That's how good the wings is, man.
So
That's what
you
we
know,
eat on the set,
so he
man.
just did his thing. So yeah, that's what it is.
And
though.
listen, that was my second meal within an hour and a half.
Yeah, 18 wings. That's what.
That's
he
how
did.
good the food is. No, that's how great the food is. So listen, we got the Street Legends apparel, and we got food, and we got great knowledge come from different heads. So the youth, we speaking to y'all before we speak to ourselves. We speaking to y'all, not just in Philly where we from, all across America.
That's what this
This
is
is the
for.
message we trying to get across to the youth because y'all leaving this planet at a rapid pace. We want y'all to be here as long as y'all can because we only here once.
That's right.
All right,
And while we here once, we trying to spread it to y'all.
Next week, I had one of my friends coming in from Maryland. He worked with kids too. He worked in the program. He been through the detention centers with the kids, and he been working with interacting with a lot of special kids.
Next week when? What
Next
time
Sunday,
days?
2 o'clock, right here, 16th in Oakdale, right here, 16th in Wings. Come on through. We're gonna have food. Every week we're gonna have somebody in talking positive, giving back to the community, and we're gonna have a couple of street legends to talk about how we met each other and all type what they doing, what we doing still. And we're trying to just make the program bigger, keep trying to find ideals for the kids to keep them off the street. It don't have to be basketball. It could be intervention or like that. Everything talking about their life or what they want to talk about. We ain't gonna force nobody. So next week, everybody tune in. You see my cast today. I got Big Scoop, Johnny Dollar, my cousin Jess, the General, my man Scam, man. So you know, we all show love today. I'm glad everybody came through. Next week, 16th in Wings, man.
Appreciate you, Q.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Q. This is the Q spot, y'all. We appreciate everything that's going on here. My man Samaj Starks, everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I love everything you're doing, man. So, you know, we're going to keep what we're doing. We're going to make this happen with the kids and everything.
Peace, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.
No more apparel.
Yeah, Street Legends sweatpants and everything.
She can't say